Here's Irving, and on the floor for Mark Dagnall, starting the second half. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Williams. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
I'm being told we've got Shams Charania on the line with a developing story. Shams, what's the scoop?
Thanks, B.A. Getting closer to the trade deadline, the Utah Jazz have not hesitated on taking action. They've landed De'Aaron Fox in a massive move that'll have huge implications moving forward, adding a whole new element just in terms of Fox's speed and skill on the floor. Whatever defensive plans opponents might have had for him in the past, they'll need to throw him out and start over.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. And let's send it over to Ali LaForce.
Guys, well, P in their last time out against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He had 57 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Outstanding. Thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
First team foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
P.J. Washington taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so Washington nails both of them. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Good work there as it goes. Williams has got 43 points.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Back to Irving. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. For 3. Again, the miss by Dallas.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 6.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Irving, the pass to Gafford. Pass to Washington. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter. Dallas has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Now here's Williams. 43 points in the game. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Marshall. Williams defending. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Shot clock at 6. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's go with a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Washington's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Gafford with a screen on Hartenstein. Here's Washington. Holmgren with the block. They get it back. That one drops for him. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Good! Another from 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
And Dallas calls time here. He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, isn't that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Joe comes in for Williams. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
And you look at Irving. He's being counted among the top 10 players in the Western Conference as votes can. Completely new group here for the Mavericks. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Williams is subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Dinwiddie. Williams from long and again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most 3s in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Clay Thompson, that is. Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Oh, connects again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Dinwiddie outside. And Dallas hits again from deep. And so it's Oklahoma City with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. Williams comes in for Williams, and Williams is subbed in for Mitchell. They've got Najee Marshall. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's PJ Washington, and it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Williams with the screen. Williams misses. For Dallas, they've gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the 4th. Here's Marshall. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
2 minutes.
Outside, Williams. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Irving. Banked it in off the glass. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is how explosive Irving can be. Such a clever and versatile scorer.
Williams passes to Wiggins. Wallace outside. 6 to shoot. Hartenstein with a screen on Irving. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to...
Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested. What a shooting display.
What a game from MP. He's got the mic in his hand and is ready to share his thoughts.
You know, they say records are made to be broken. And this one was tough to get, but I did it. I can't even describe this feeling, you know? You work so hard staying focused day to day. And sometimes these big picture moments, they surprise you. And thank you to the fans for all the love and the support you give. There's still so much that this team wants to accomplish. And when this season is over, I'll be able to sit and reflect on this. But until then, thanks, everyone. And let's just keep going. Thank y'all.
A clearly grateful MP. Sounds like he can't believe it himself.
It's an astonishing accomplishment. In a league full of skilled shooters, he's now up there with the best.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. Back to Irving. Lets it go from 14. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Oklahoma City now. Williams against Irving. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
15 foul. Williams, 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Irving's got 35 in the game.
And making the most of that inside opening. It's almost too easy for Kyrie.
And down it goes. 2 points.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory.
So you just set the record for most three-pointers made in a game. What are you feeling right
Listen, there's plenty more where that came from, Sabrina. Let's make it a doubleheader. Let's play 2.
Now that you've set this record, other defenses are going to want to make sure you don't do the same to them. How do you think they'll respond?
They'll adjust, we'll adjust. You know, basketball is a game of adjustments. They just have to figure out how to stop us first.
All right, thanks again.
Thank you.
Bettina?
Talk about when you first knew this record was within reach.
I just work on, you know, playing hard, controlling what I can, and staying ready when my number is called. If I start looking at that record, it'll take me out of the flow with my teammates and have me not playing the right way. Joe.
So what's next? Do you try to break your own record or expand on other parts of your game?
You know, the sky's the limit, Joe. What's next is what I've been doing, identifying what I can do to help my team win and doing my best to make that happen.
We have a question over here, please. Can we have MP, please over here.
MP, your jumper is so pure, no wonder you're the best.
Team chemistry to the press.
Man, that was crazy. You look like Craig Hodges out there.
Yo, MP has more threes than anyone ever. Dude is the best shooter I've ever seen.
Whew. I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
it's good.
Going.
Yes. Easy one. Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
Take it, MP.
Let's get it, MP.
All right, boys. Yep. Catch up with you guys later.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Using improper language or gestures, carrying the corner and interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to objection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. And don't forget about our ball and giveaway day. Come to the game, bring your family, and get free a real life and ball head. Oklahoma City, will we see you on that Teacher Day? Give me that t-shirt every fan in the arena so we can all do our best prize during the game. Don't miss out. Star fans, have you grabbed your tickets for future games? To learn more about available tickets, just head to
Up next, the Jazz taking on the Thunder. For Utah, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Thunder, Jazz. We'll be right back for the tip-off. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. And here we can check out the story for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Walker Kessler, De'Aaron Fox out there with Sexton. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Clarkson in at the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Williams is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Williams at the small forward position. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting. There's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
And with that, let's go over to DA with a report on MP.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure. He said, no way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake. He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Yeah, DA, great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. And here's Sexton after the three-pointer from Williams. Elbow shot is on the way. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Sexton with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Williams can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Sexton's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Floats one and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Filipowski.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to Draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
Oklahoma City trailing. Inside. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got 5 now. And MP getting to 2,000 points at a record pace.
Investing Zion Williamson, the fastest to do it in 40 years. The future of MP is bright.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk.
Wow. Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Pass to Filipowski. Back to Fox. The three-pointer off the mark. The Thunder have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. A shot by Williams, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Now here's Williams. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Buries it down low. 10 points for him. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Sexton. Saw him with 29 points last game. To the inside. Here's Filipowski. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. There's Williams with the 3. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Shooting 5 for 8.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Fox. He takes it in.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
And here is Williams. 13 points in the game. Shoots over Fox. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Williams has got 15 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Outside, Sexton. Now Fox. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here is Fox, following the 3 from Williams. Kessler with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fox, the bounce pass. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Holmgren against Clarkson. And the rejection by Holmgren. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And Utah with a change here, too. Hendricks is checked in. Puts it up off the inbound. And Fox gets it to go. He's got 10.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Williams finds Williams. Williams a screen on Fox. Off-target three-pointer there from Williams. Jazz trail by 3. Clarkson outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Dort passes to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Utah with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, and then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
Outside, Sexton. Here's Hendricks. He has yet to score. Shots good by Clarkson.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Williams dishes to Williams. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Williams a screen on Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Williams can't hit.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And let's catch up now with the terrific Shams Charania, who's got some news out of the Eastern Conference. Shams.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Things are happening for Detroit in the Pistons front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. They're plugging in Paul George to this franchise, and with that, an enormous degree of versatility. With the ability to exploit advantages at 3 positions on the floor, this team just became a lot more dangerous. George is an enforcer who also has increased his three-point shooting in the latter half of his career. He's going to be a good option when this team needs a bucket, and he can really help you win.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. With some changes, Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren, and it's Alex Caruso in for Jalen Williams. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Sensabaugh. Six to shoot. Here's Filipowski. Here's Hendricks. No good on the triple. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with their execution. Not easy to do.
Here's Williams. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Caruso kicks to Wiggins. Outside Williams. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Sensabaugh. puts it up from 12. That shot misses. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 5. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Sensabaugh. Still yet to score, and he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Here's Collier after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
And Utah has possession. The Thunder making the shot. That's a floater go. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 9. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Jazz ball.
Here's George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Here's Collier to the paint. Here's Filipowski. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Hartenstein. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Hartenstein got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. Here's Collier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Pass to Hartenstein. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. George with the ball. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. It's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Utah shooting their first free throws here for the night.
At the line for the Jazz, Collier taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Thunder coming to this one after the win against Brooklyn.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Hartenstein against Kessler. Hartenstein passes to Dort. For 3, Holmgren drains the three-pointer. Holmgren's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kessler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Kessler throws it down.
And Fox can just explode out of the pick and roll to get to his spot.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
The first one falls. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Wallace is checked in for George. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Now, Joe. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Misses the 3. Jazz trail by 8. Down low, here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Wallace. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist by Wallace. Holmgren's got 5 points in the quarter. George looking over the floor. High post, Kessler. A pass to Fox. Over Joe. Outside for George. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. In the corner, Wallace with it. Now, here's Holmgren. Wide open look. No good that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Fox, and it's denied. Here's Joe. Guarded by Fox. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. having himself a night.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Utah calls timeout. Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Williams in for Isaiah Cho. The wide open look here for Fox. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Here's Williams, and he banks in the layup. Williams has got 29 in the game.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Lepowski passes to Fox. Fox is double. Kessler up top. Back to Fox. No good there.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Wiggins outside. Williams passes to Williams. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Fox.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Williams can't get it to go.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Sexton against Wallace. Sexton with a screen on Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. Wiggins with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 5. 1:10 left in the first half of the game. Outside Williams. Shoots over Filipowski. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Wiggins.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Fox passes to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Fox for 3. Rebound by Williams.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Williams can't get it to go. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Caruso against Clarkson. Now here's Fox. Guarded closely. Good on the triple. Fox has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And at the arc, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
Yes, that goes in. And the Thunder lead by 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Filipowski, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league.
Something Embiid's had to battle even before he reached the NBA, managing injuries. But when he's available and he's in the flow, he reminds me of myself, pretty unstoppable.
Of you. Let me see. Well, anyway, his absence leaves a big hole in the middle, like a donut. That reminds me of you.
Hey, don't say donut around Shaq unless you got one. Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from P in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 6-point game. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Sexton. Filipowski's out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Kessler in at the 5 down low. Back to Williams. From downtown, the basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Filipowski, and Sexton has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Williams. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. The kick out to Williams. Craps in the tray. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Williams for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Outside, Fox. Plays it up and banks it in. Fox has got 24 points.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 37.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, P in the last game against the Nets played superb basketball. He finished with 52 points and was reliable as ever from distance. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll all find out together. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
The Thunder leading by 8. Williams from outside. Good. He hits again.
Oh, another extraordinary effort from him. But we've come to expect this now.
Yeah, he's now tied for the 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. Was shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Fox passes to Clarkson. Here's Filipowski. Outside, Fox. Another miss by Utah. Here's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 5 points. In the quarter.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Shots good by Filipowski.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Left side, Williams. Over Sexton. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Williams has got 45 points. Clarkson outside. Pass to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. Nailed from three-point land. Sexton's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Utah. The Thunder leading by 13 after bursting onto the scene as a rookie. Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick and roll guy, and he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
Pass to Filipowski. Clarkson against Williams. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Basket good. Williams has got 11 points.
Well, you got to love the finger roll. Always looks so smooth.
Clarkson finds Kessler. Fox from outside. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Going with a whole new group out there. The Jazz also changing it up. Sensabaugh is checked in, and it's Keontae George in for De'Aaron Fox. Jazz trail by 21. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's paired with Williams. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Pass to Hendricks. Over Hartenstein. Hendricks can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 21. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Good, another from 3. He's really sniping him from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And here's George. Here's Collier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Yet another bucket.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe Bean Bryant. That's a legendary mark. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fella right here.
Outside Williams. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What are some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Pass to Collier.
Let's get it.
Outside, George. Martin with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good, George.
Yeah, running the pick and roll like a veteran. Outstanding patience and recognition by George there. On
the wing, Williams. A heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. And Utah making a change here. Fox is checked in. Jazz trail by 20. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Williams can't hit. Jazz have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the foul on Pete. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Filipowski. Pass to Kessler. Sexton on the wing. Over Williams. Another miss by Utah. The Thunder leading by 20. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Because we want to see the finish, don't we? You want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Lock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Can't cash in from close range. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. The Jazz call timeout. You gotta like what P has done in this game.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
is checked in for Williams. The league's long-distance Bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Williams, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Call the electrician because MP just shot the lights out. Great win tonight, MP. This Portland crowd ain't ready for your flavor. Show 'em what's up. Fans live for games like this one.
What's good?
Keep it going.
Yes. Easy one.
Started already. Hey, who's bad is it? Hey, let's go. Box out.
Again. Again.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Oh, nice.
for the City League, but it's not going to cut it here. That bucket sounds so... You're like money in the bank.